You there, exiles, a moment of your time. This is LadyRev and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you very special build and it is one of my favorites. We're going full on. That's right, we're going full shift palpy mode with unlimited power. Now what you're seeing here right now is non-Uber content, but it's still pretty darn fun. Lightning Tendrils is a very special skill because it strikes critically at the third time no matter what. So it's great when you're trying to level up your character and go elemental overload in the early game, and if you want to try build it into a full crit character later, you can as well. So there's lots of options going on here, but we're sitting at 6.5 million DPS right now with POB set at Pinnacle Atlas bosses. So I hope you enjoy as much as I do. So here's the character right now. We are at level 94 and the stats are looking like this, with 24,000 on the armor and 3900 on the ES. Our fire resist at 81% and cold at 77, and lightning resistance minus 194 because we're using Doriani's prototype. Anything having to do with lightning, it seems to just only be Doriani's prototype at the moment. So our weak points are going to be the mana siphon rare monsters. So really have to be careful around those things. And Baron, one of the Elder Slayers, also kicks some ass because his ground effect deals lightning damage over time instead of a hit. Now this body armor right here, it does say that armor also applies to lightning damage taken, but only from hits. So be careful where you step. You don't want to go into that blue ring and you're just gonna get instant deleted. Okay, so it's a no. So just need to be careful about that. So we're doing low life as well, and that's because we're also making use of this unique over here, and I'm lucky enough to get my hands on this corrupted one for less than a divine. Well, you know, it's looking great for me because we're using power charges too. We only have 8 power charges at the moment. Wait, do I have 8? No, 7. I do have 7 power charges. I'm trying to get a Shaper's Staff instead so I can get rid of a shield too, but it's going to take a lot of money to craft that thing, and I am not in any mood to invest that much currency into one single staff right now. We have like, yeah, we're not even close to making that staff, so we're just gonna stay here for now. Maybe play a build that would make a lot of money just to make the staff. So yeah, before this I tried to add an RF into the build, and for a time it worked until the red tier maps. Basically, in crowded situations, monsters are just too intense and they deal damage too quickly for the ES to regen. Because while channeling lightning tendrils, it means that your character have to stay still, and you can only stay still for so long until you finally succumb to one of the attacks and eventually die. Even with consecrated ground, even with all the flasks and everything, even with our capped block with glancing blows, it is still at 36,000 effective hit pool, so it is not a lot. However, it could tank some of the skills that we got lucky enough with the blocks. So, you know, it's a little bit of a gamble with fates over here. So the best thing that you want to do is to not get hit, basically, just like every other build. But this thing isn't that squishy either. Like, it wouldn't die to just some random stuff. Okay, but I mean, sometimes it does happen, but like not as many times as my other COC character. So there you have it. Okay, so the rest of these items are just pretty much standard. Yeah, global crit multi, lightning, some stuff, attributes going on, and I got the infused on the annoyance as well because we can't get the 1 power charge at the right of the the skill tree. The rings are both Calandra mirrored, or the lake mirrored. So we got the insane amount of lightning resistance and negatives, and some life as well as ES and regen. So those are basically my priorities right now. And we got an insane amount of decks over here that we can basically change um, this necklace if we want to. But we'll see about it. Let's try to find something better if we can. Okay, and yeah, this chaos resist is also awesome. The lightning damage against the character is nothing because, well, basically the armor is that high, so the hits against the character in lightning damage isn't going to do anything really. I really can't feel a difference, honestly. And then there's the Abyss with a lot of armor and some chaos resist, as well as some regen and life. And the lightning damage spells with the eyeball here with global crit multi. The spell chaos, that row is just garbage. I need to still find a better hypnotic eye to use with this build. Okay. And the scepter is just a fractured with essence crafted. So I spammed I think it's the essence of dread or something, right? That the one that gives you a spell critical strikes. I think, yeah, scorn. Yeah, essence of scorn. Yeah, so I just spammed this thing, and well, basically I got this. So it's all right. It's not the best, but like I said, I would prefer to use a staff because not only can I get rid of this shield, but also there's a lot more block on the passive tree that I can get so that I can be at max block without having to use glancing blows. So that's really cool. Now, looking at the skill tree, there's quite a few things going on here. First off, well, obviously, Unnatural Instinct is probably Scion players' favorite because we're getting all the benefits here. Before I used Doriani's prototype, I was using conductivity as well, so these are also helpful, but not anymore because curses that lowers resistance, they don't work when you have Doriani's prototype. Exposures also don't work, so it's useless. But we do get the maximum mana and some AoEs, some cast speed. Well, these are basically nothing, but at least some strength, so that we're at the required attributes. Skill effect duration, really not a problem at all. Ins and strength, whatever, blah blah blah. But yeah, with 4 points and we get all of this, it's pretty worth it. Now, over here, we got the Templar Ascendancies, and basically it just came out of this node, grabbing life and mana and armor and ES, as well as some regen. And we're not grabbing life over here just yet. We could later. We definitely could, totally. And it's basically trying to get as much devotion as I can. We're using a timeless jewel with high Templar Dominus, and I got pretty lucky buying this thing for like 1 divine, I think. Yeah, and it's got channeling skills per 10 devotion and effects of non-cursed auras as well, so it's pretty darn good. Now, the numbers obviously will have to be specific if I want to get something correct, but this one basically gives me 3 of thoughts and prayers. So I'm getting 15% max mana as extra shield, so it's pretty damn good. I could get more mana, and then I would get more ES straight away, and that's the reason why I'm not getting more life at the moment. I mean, life is sitting at 2900, which is too few to my liking, but we're only susceptible to chaos damage, and that is why we are taking... Oh, well, no. Yeah, here it is. We're taking the 30% chaos does not bypass energy shield, as well as the Hierophant Ascendancy, which gives us the 8% damage taken from mana before life. So a mini version of mind over matter. We're gonna talk about the ascendancies a little bit here, but basically what I grabbed was as much devotion as I can and a standard armor ES stuff, and a Watcher's Eye, which gives us block attack while affected by determination, penetration while affected by cemetery. Well, it's really doesn't matter because, you know, really it's just we can't penetrate. Oh, actually, you know what? We do penetrate resistances. It still works because penetration does not reduce enemies' elemental resistances, and I just confirmed that on the POE wiki itself, so we're cool. The ignite while affected by purity of fire is really not working anymore. Well, the shield gives us immunity to ignite already, so we're great even without that. But even without the Watcher's Eye, I think I could probably still get these 3 points to be allocated elsewhere that could work even better. But the block is nice, but then it's only 6%, so I could grab a block somewhere on here as well. Yeah, it's a spell block. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Like, I'm gonna have to think about it if I want to take more block. And of course, Divine Shield and Inner Conviction. So this is something that if you want to play power charges, it's a pretty cool and useful keystone. The thing is, you gotta get a lot more power charges. Like 7 is still also too few to my liking. But again, I'm trying to get myself a Shaper Staff, and it's gonna cost me a fortune to make one with the mods that I do want. So +3 to all lightning spells, and a power charge, and a cast while channeling, I think. Yeah, so I want to use lightning conduit with this as well. So, you know, but it's gonna be really, really expensive. And we grabbed some reservation notes, the block, the life, and chaos ES over here, crits on spells, and Zealot's Oath, and some mana and ES. Like, this thing gives me so much ES. Like, I think it's nearly like 1,000 only from this cluster alone. And we got the Forbidden Flesh and Flames for Saboteur. We're gonna go look at the Ascendancies in a few seconds, though. Yeah, this is pretty much nothing. Oh, actually, you know what? I should get rid of that, because that was way before when I used Doriani's prototype. So let's just get rid of that tattoo, and our lightning resistance should be -200. There we go. Got a little bit more shield thanks to that int that we got. Okay. Yeah, we haven't grabbed this lightning node over here at all. It's just got some life and mana. You know, and the int over here for some mana and shields and effects of lightning ailments. Right now we can shock the Shaper at 50%, so that is pretty darn good. So we don't need any more shock effects. Now at the Ascendancy classes, so we went Hierophant, which gives us the following. I could use totems if I wanted to, but it really doesn't matter. I could try, but we'll see what kind of totems or spells that I want to use. The totems will be able to deal damage in other elements because it's not me anymore. The character is doing lightning only, and it can't do anything else because of the body armor, but the totem can. And so we went over here so we can allocate points from the Templar Ascendancy. And over here we got the Trickster. So we are doing more damage for each different type of mastery you have allocated. So that's cool, I guess. The Suppress, we don't really use it. And then there's the percentage of damage leashes energy shield, so that helps a lot. And monsters at 92% of base value. So I mean, you know, it's not the best, but really there's nothing else going on that would give me that benefit. Like, even Elementalist, the thing that in theory should work with lightning build the most, still doesn't work because we're already shocking at 50%. We can't use exposure because of the body armor. and golems are shit. Basically, I don't know what else to say. Okay, so yeah, I mean, can't take reflected elemental is nice, but you can just roll for new mods, basically. And these, yeah, more damage is cool, but I don't want increased damage taken. And we can't gain rage. Yeah, I think so. I think we just can't gain rage. Yeah. The endurance and no stun or chill is pretty nice. But, you know, we only have 3 endurance charges right now, and it's just not really worth it, in my opinion. Yeah, I think this could work, but then, yeah, we can't take reflective physical is okay. Well, we don't really do any physical, but we can get Culling Strike, and life leech effects are not removed when unreserved life is filled. That's definitely nice. And then the AOE, if you've killed Risen, is also nice. But yeah, I'm still kind of debating. But right now, it's the best thing that I can do. This light bulb over here, that's the, what is it, Saboteur Ascendancies. And the Saboteur basically gives us a 15% chance for a hit to deal 50% more area damage. So actually, yeah, let's just, show you guys what it's all about. There it is. Okay, so increased AoE, awesome. Cooldown recovery rate, cool. We're not triggering anything, but it's still cool to know. Yep, there we go. The 50% chance to deal 15 more area damage, and blind on hit is also great. You know, it doesn't matter if it's attacks or spells. So when enemies are blind, they can't really hit you. Well, they can hit you, but it's much harder to do so. But the reason we're going on Forbidden Flames and Flesh on this Sensi is because it's probably one of the cheapest. Well, maybe a little more expensive than Trickster, but we already have it before we played this character, so there we go. Okay, so yeah, the skills pretty much straightforward. Maybe we'll try to find a new timeless jewel. It has to be Dominus for this keystone, but again, there's only so many things that we can get. There's minimum frenzy charges that we can get, and there's also intolerance of sin, which gives us a +1 to all elemental resistances. Yeah, so basically those are the ones that I can look for. And you know, we grab some AoEs, cast speed and damage, and there it is, the blocks and glancing blows, as well as blocks over here. Recover ES on blocking spell is very nice for sure. We're not grabbing the gain life when you block, because really, life, it only happens when you say chaos damage. Well, chaos damage, chaos resist is looking pretty good right now, so it's, you know, still doable. I haven't been dying to a single, what is it, caustic ball or whatever it is, like the poison ball that explodes on you. It just dumps all the poison on you. So one of those, I don't die from a hit, but maybe 2 of them I will die. Okay, and the damage over time from chaos is not too bad for now. It's still pretty manageable. Our mana regen is also very high because chaos damage goes directly to the health, but then some of it goes to mana, and we got some good mana regen thanks to all of our power charges and these upgrades. So 8 times when 56% increased mana regen, so that's alright, you know. So it's great so far. I haven't been dying a lot unless, okay, unless I'm standing like in a very stupid situation where I'm just like, okay, I'm just trying to tank it and I can't. So yeah, basically. Now let's see this character in action a little bit. Where about? Oh, okay, there we go. Yep. So this is the map. It's not the best map in the world, but also not the worst. Our skill links are looking like this. So lightning tendrils, power charge, crit damage, faster casting, awakened lightning, and infused channeling. And we got shield charge. Well, sometimes I do get the frost blink of wintry blast, but the cast time is just a little too annoying. So right now this will have to do. Assassin's Mark for the boss so that we can crit much better and with more damage. And then Zealotry, Enlighten, Determination, Discipline. And the War Cry, of course. Enduring Cry for the endurance charges while fighting the boss. A Portal and Cast on Death for sure. I mean, I don't know what else to get in here. I mean, if you guys do know, then let me know. Maybe I will get the Molten Shell. Molten Shell, so it could be better to tank some hits. So yeah, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Tempest Shield for the spell block and immunity to shock. Vitality for obvious reasons, and arrogance support so that we get that nice low life to use with this unique Crown of Thorns. So yeah, and we got the Lightning Leech's life over here so that we can recover from some chaos damage while fighting, as well as life regen rate here and some action speed. So yeah, pretty standard. Let's go. There I go. So yeah, the trigger right now was Lightning Conduit that is linked to cast when stunned support on here. So it's really not the best way to deal damage, but at least when I'm stunned, this thing will call down the heavens itself onto the horde of monsters. So we're shocking at 50% and it's just so heavy. Okay, there's nothing on the map at all. Oh my god, really? Starfall Crater? Right now? Okay. I'm probably gonna embarrass myself. We'll see. Jesus Christ. Well, it does reveal to me many times now. There we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I still can't get the challenge done yet to not get affected by the Parisian laser. I need to work on that. And he's gonna come in and do the thing. There it is. That thing can kill us, pretty much. There we go. Pretty simple. Okay. Oh my god. Yep, still failed. So yeah, that was pretty good, pretty simple. Let's see what we'll be able to do with the rest of the map. There's no delirium, nothing yet, but yeah, pretty smooth, clear. Oh, and one awesome thing is that when you get the gigantic shrine like this, you're gonna shock pretty much an entire screen. Like, you can just go Desperado like this and nothing is gonna touch you. Also, one really cool thing about Lightning Tendrils is that it's instant. So there's no projectiles, nothing going on. Like, cast time is non-existent pretty much. Yep. Boom. Yeah, I doubted myself a little bit. But, oh, we killed him anyway. Boom. Wow. even the bleeding doesn't really do anything. Yeah, so one of these could still kill me. Oh? We got the mist! Holy crap, let's see here. Oh, yep. Oh, this is pretty nice. Well, for a lightning resistance like me, but still, it's still not the best. I'm gonna take that anyway. Put in the shop if someone's looking for it. But with the existence of these rings, we no longer need to use the melting of the flesh unique jewel anymore. So yeah, that was the map. I hope you guys enjoy, and please embrace the power of the dark side, going full on unlimited power. I'll see you next time. Have a great one.